Okay, so I'm here. As you can see, I took a motorcycle ride. I came to Mosheim just to have a ride, and I found out that there was a covered bridge here. It's actually in what they call Midway, which is about 10 miles from Mosheim, more or less. Well, I'm sorry, it's 10 minutes, but it's like 20-mile-an-hour curves. We're really out in the middle of nowhere here in the hills of Tennessee. So I'm going to show you the covered bridge, and there's a bunch of gnats here. This was a rich, this is a, well, you can read the sign here. It was built by an individual originally, and this guy commissioned a fellow that he knew to build it for him, and it was used privately for a while. I don't know, did you have enough time to read all that? Okay, so moving on. I guess if you didn't read it all, you can back it up. So they don't let people drive through here anymore. But it looks like it's pretty well constructed. Look at those heavy timbers. Looks like that one's split, but it's still quite strong, it looks like. We even got a window. We can look down the creek. And I'm not exactly sure what that creek is called. I did see the name, but I can't remember. Way up there you can see lots of mud dauber's nests. Those things are, if you break them apart, it's like mud. And I guess that's why they call them a mud dauber, because it's like a, it's a big bee, it's like a hornet. And they get mud and they build their nest out of it. And they always build it pretty much on wood, and it's pretty high. I know I used to have them on my patio at home. Well, looking at that 90-degree angle right there is not exactly 90 degrees, is it? It seems to be leaning. I wonder if that's what those red boards are. Are they shoring it up? But it looks like it's not square anymore. And I guess in the old days they would come through here. But it was used for a long time by this person who has a farm back there. Let's see, does that end look square? It's not exactly square, but it's pretty close. Let's line it up. The sides are pretty square. Let's see, what about this side? Now that one is leaning a bit. Not very much though. But when I line it up with the bottom, well, I don't know, it's probably pretty square. But the whole bridge is tilted. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. This, maybe they did that so water would run off, or it's just settled. But this is part of Tennessee's, it's a heritage site. Now let's see this side over here. Now that corner seems square enough. Well, maybe it's not. Now that one's not too bad. What about this side? That one is pretty far off. So it's leaning. And the top doesn't look. Let's see, where's the bottom? There's the bottom. Yeah, the top, you can look at the top. The left corner is higher than the other side. So it's not exactly pristine, but for being, I don't know, what is it, 70 years old? I'll have to go see again. Typical creek in Tennessee. Actually, this is probably one of the bigger creeks. And no, I don't think I'd call that a river. Although it's a big creek. Picture of the covered bridge. Let's see what it looks like underneath. Oh, it looks like they have poured concrete pillars, because I'm pretty sure it didn't have those originally. Yeah, there's the original anchor point right there. And so it got all rotted and they cut it out. I don't know if that one over there, that's probably not the original one either. It was probably up higher. Probably right in there. All I know is there's a lot of mosquitoes here. I'm probably going to get bit. But they've got a nice coat of paint on it. I think they put a new roof on it too, because it probably didn't have, well, it may have had a tin roof. It's probably just wood though, wooden slats. Okay, so I think I'm going to run out that road a little bit and just see what's out there. Not too far though. I think I can see a house. There's a barn right there, and